your thirst, your sweet tooth. So visit our refreshment center now. Let's go! Show starts in 7 minutes.
It's refreshment time, folks.
Taste that beats the others cold. Pepsi pours it on. Taste that beats the others cold. Pepsi pours it on.
Yum, yum. It's a meal in itself. Our all-meat super dog. Enjoy one now.
Show starts in 6 minutes.
As everyone knows, rainbows usually have a treasure at the end. Let's follow this one and see if we can find the pot of gold.
Father, and I suppose you've come to claim me treasure.
Well, we'd like to see the gold first.
Faith, and there's better than gold in here, me lad. No, just look here, no.
Candy, refreshing soft drinks, popcorn, ice cream. Well, that's some treasure, but anyone can buy luscious treats like these at the snack bar.
You don't tell me. Do you suppose you could get me a job as a snack bar attendant?
Show starts in 5 minutes.
We're happy to have you with us this evening and want you to enjoy every minute of your stay here. And while you relax and stretch, visit our concession where you'll find something to please you. There are ice-cold drinks, delicious sandwiches, ice cream, coffee and snacks, and many other pleasing treats. Our foods are fresh and tasty, our drinks satisfying and refreshing. They're so good.
You get more out of life when you go out to a movie.
Show starts in 4 minutes.
Visit our snack bar and treat yourself to some delicious Castleberry's pit-cooked barbecue sandwiches. Cooked the Castleberry way, slowly over open pits of glowing charcoal, then seasoned with a sauce that's zesty, yet delightfully mild to please the entire family. Also at the snack bar, you'll find popcorn and soft drinks and candy and French fries to go with your Castleberry's barbecue sandwiches. There's plenty of time before the movie starts, so visit our snack bar right now for Castleberry's pit-cooked barbecue sandwiches.
Still plenty of time to come and be served at the refreshment center before showtime.
Show starts in 3 minutes. Show starts in 2 minutes.
Your attention, please. All new hotshot electric in-car heaters have been installed for your comfort and convenience. Just insert heater through car window and turn on the switch. When leaving, please turn switch off and replace on speaker post. Warning, high voltage. For your own safety, do not attempt to repair or remove wires. Do not attempt to open heater unit. If you need assistance, please notify the theater box office or concession manager.
Show starts in 1 minute.
Please remember to replace the speaker on the post when you leave the theater.
And now, on with the show.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Wiltworth Horror Movies. I am your host, Ophelia Grade. And tonight, well, a few things. I'm trying something different with my stream. The biggest problem since I've started doing this is the fact that I am on one device, basically, one device on my phone. So I have not been able to look at, chat very often. Well, I haven't been able to look at more than just TikTok chat, really, because I'm only working on one computer, and when I switch over to the movie, then I can't see any of the chats for TikTok. I'm multi-streaming, by the way. I'm getting ahead of myself. So I'm multi-streaming on Kick and Twitch, and tonight YouTube, because YouTube doesn't have much of a problem with me doing, because I like to do YouTube these Wednesday nights. Wednesday nights? Is it Wednesday? I'm sorry, I'm rambling like nonsensically tonight. I am so sorry. My point is, I'm doing something a little differently. Tonight, I'll be watching the movie on my television. You'll be watching it too, don't worry. But if you see me like this for most of the time, it's because I'm watching with you. I hope you all have a good night. Happy Wednesday night. I hope you're all having a good evening. Tonight's movie is The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. Now, for those of you who have never heard of this movie is what is considered the first horror movie of the genre. It is 104 years old. I'm not kidding. This movie came out in 1920. It is 104 years old, and it is a silent film. So, but it's still very good. Because of this movie's kind of historic value, I kind of wanted to go over a few things. Hold on. A few fun facts. So, dig this. This movie, the writer of this movie, Hans Janowitz, he says he got the idea from this movie. One day he was out at a carnival, and while he was there, he saw a strange man in the shadows somewhere. And the next day, a young girl was brutally. And so he went to the funeral, and that same man was at the funeral. Now, he could not prove or anything that the man was, responsible or anything. But that whole idea is what he fleshed out to create Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, which we'll find out when we watch it. Also, another interesting fun fact, this movie was made for $800. The actors were paid $30 each. The set was constructed entirely of paper, with shadows actually painted on the walls. It's for its time. It's very heavily steeped in German expressionism, which art stuff, you guys. It's art stuff. For those of you who went to college and had a humanities class, you know what I'm talking about. But that's why the movie, the sets and stuff look so angular and strange. This movie is kind of a commentary on World War I and the horrors of war and but also there's a lot about brainwashing and just it's kind of a deeper movie than you would think for the first horror movie. So I hope you like it. And I the first time I watched it, I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. And for a movie that is, well, a silent film, which is way. Listen, I was brought up like a lot of you guys. Like I don't think there's anybody on anything that I'm broadcasting this on right now who can say, I remember when this movie came out. If there is, wow, tell them I said what's up, because wow. But yeah, this movie, like I, like most of you, if not all of you, are accustomed to horror movies that are cut from a certain cloth, okay? And the one thing that I enjoy about horror movies is when they are entirely different from what I'm accustomed to, from what you're accustomed to, from what we're all accustomed to. So, yeah. All of that being said, let's attempt to get this show on the road. Like I said, I'm doing this differently, so I don't know how this is gonna work out. So let's cross our fingers and hope this works out. Oh, okay. Let's get it started. Werner Klaus. Lots of German names. I see. Oopsie. Pardon me a second while I... A tale of a modern reappearance of an 11th century myth involving the strange and mysterious influence of the mountebank monk over somnambulist. Somnambulist is somebody that does hypnotism, in case you're wondering. Spirits surround us on every side. They have driven me from the hearth and home, from wife and child. Is she a ghost? That's really weird. Is she a ghost? My betrothed. Oh, his betrothed. What she and I have experienced is yet more remarkable than the story you have told me. I will tell you. I read that too fast. My bad. In Holmeswall, where I was born. Flashback. That's the town, you guys. A traveling fair had arrived. With it came a mountebank. What's a mountebank? Guess we're about to find out. That must be a mountebank. My friend, Alan. Sup, Alan? It's his friend Alan. Oh, there he goes. And there he goes again. Come to the Hollister Fair! Wonders, marvels, miracles, sideshows, all new! Come, Francis, let's go to the fair! Montebank. I don't know what that means, a Montebank. Bank. Frankly. The town clerk is in a bad mood today. Oh, he's the town clerk, I guess. It's been a long time since I've seen this movie, so bear with me, you guys. Dr. Caligari. Wait! Okay, damn. Damn. Okay. Rude? Sit down, fool! Rude. Dang. I wouldn't take that if I was you, Dr. Caligari. I want a permit to operate my concession at the fair. Well, what kind of show is it? A somnambler, blah, blah, blah. Fuck yeah! How come Fakir ain't got no lines? We at the fair, we at the fair, we at the fair, 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 at the fair. Ah, look at the thing in the background. All paper, you guys. The fair, at the fair, at the fair, at the fair, hanging at the fair, at the fair, at the fair, at the fair. The fair, we're hanging at the fair, 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 going to the fair, we're going to the fair, going to the fair, going to the fair, we're going to the fair, going to the fair, going to. Thank goodness, that song was getting long. Whoa. step up, see the amazing Caesar, the somnambulist. That first night, the first series of strange murders happened. God, bollocks that one up. And the first victim was the town clerk. Fair, at the fair, at the fair. Doing thing at the fair, yes you are. Step up, Cesar, who has slept for 25 years, is about to wake. Don't miss this. Don't do it. Everybody in. Everybody in. Everybody in. One at a time. The cabinet of Dr. Caligari. It's a cabinet. And he opens the cabinet. Wake up, Caesar! I, Caligari, your master, command you! Not gonna lie, this is pretty eerie. I don't know, there's something about this that just creeps me the hell out. Run! I would run. I would just get up and leave. I'm not gonna lie. Ladies and gentlemen, Caesar knows all secrets. Ask him to look into your future. I'm gonna go. No, I'm gonna go. No, I'm gonna go. I want to see my future. How long shall I live? Alan? It's Alan, right? Your time is short. You die at dawn. No one wants to hear that. feel like one should never answer that question. Poor Alan. He found out he's gonna bite it. It's not cool. Murder reward. Thank you for the like, Leah. Much appreciated. Wait, they just walked off with a random woman? Sorry, we must pay attention. On the way home. Walking home. Boy, that was crazy. It sure was. I can't believe that man said I was gonna die dumb. Yeah, that was crazy. Alan, we both love her, but no matter how she chooses, let us remain friends. Friends to the end. Which apparently ain't gonna be for very long. Oh no. He really didn't make it. Really didn't make it until dawn. Mr. Francis! Mr. Francis! Master Allen is dead! I'm mad! Oh! Oh, the acting. I don't think the Oscars were a thing yet. I gotta look that up. When were the Oscars? Anyway, best friend. Dude just lost his best friend. It's tragic. The prophecy of the somnambulist. Hurry! Hurry! The somnambulist! He stabbed my friend to death! There's something frightful in our midst. What's this one? Hi, Sheikah. Welcome to the stream. This is The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. It is considered the first horror movie ever. It's 104 years old. Alan, you see, his friend, was just mysteriously murdered after a somnambulist said he was going to die at dawn. I used to know what that is. Sleepwalker? Fortune teller? I don't remember. Yeah, wow, yeah. It is a classic and required watching, I feel like, if you're a film buff. It's Casey. What's wrong, my love? Alan's dead. What? Alan, my only true love, except for you. I find it really interesting because this movie is a silent film. They weren't audio to these movies then. How much acting that they actually had to do to express what was happening on screen so that we know what's going on. Wow, thank you, Leah. Much appreciated. Your suspicion of some somnambulist seems justified. I shall ask the police for permission to examine him. When the shadows lay darkest. When the shadows lay darkest. Help! Help! It is he! The killer! Looking around in the dark. Grab him! Seize him! That's a lot of cops. Holy free holies. I just found out why Abbott and Costello broke up. Why did they break up? I actually don't know the answer to that. Please, do tell. Thank you for the heart puff, Leah. Thank you. Much appreciated. Thank you for the love. I appreciate it. We know it was you. We want to see the somnambulist. Wow, this whole set. Costello was mistreating her as maid, so Abbott hired her. Really? Where's the biopic on that with them, actually? I would watch that. Now I'm curious. I want to find out more. Like, well, it's like, what, the 30s or 40s, so he's probably really mistreating her. Like, badly. Hey, is this guy awake? Dr. Caligari's like, maybe. Wake him! No. Hostile murderer caught. Attempts third killing. So, Simon the Monopolist is off the hook. Dr. Carter's like, bye. See y'all later. Thanks for dropping by. Anxious about the long absence of her father, it's true that I tried to kill the old woman. Yes? And I thought they would blame the mysterious murderer again. I didn't kill those other people though. But I swear I had nothing to do with the two other murders, so help me God. I feel like I should be doing this in German accent since it's a German movie. I can't do a German accent though, who am I kidding? Did you guys know that back in the day, makeup, because the movies were in black and white, in order for makeup to show up, they had to use shades of green for like red lipstick and like eyeshadow and stuff. Ever since I found that out, I've been wanting to see like, I wish there were like color photos of movies like this. I thought I might find my father, Dr. Olsen here. Not here. Oh, yes, the doctor. Won't you come in and wait for him? Twist his mustache. Please, come in, young woman. There's nothing to be afraid of. Come in! Ah, poor thing. She's doing great. Hey, wanna see something cool? I don't know if that's cool. No, look. Watch, he does this. Quicken! The creepy eye thing. It's creepy, even from a distance. Not gonna lie, it's creepy. After the funeral, night again. when you ain't supposed to. See, that's how you get accidentally. What is happening? Oh no. Oh no. One of the worst movies I have watched had William Shatner and they spoke Esperanto? Esperanto? I don't know what that is. Esperanto. Is that a language like, oh man, what's the Incubus? I'm gonna Google it. After the movie. Don't kill her, dude. She's the beautiful heroine. Oh, she woke up. Uh-oh. Oh, no. She woke up the house. Wow. It was when the U.S. was trying to create a universal language. Oh, hold on, now, okay, listen, I can't focus now. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. Pause real quick, because now I gotta look it up. Hold on. Is that like Esperanto? I don't think that's right exact. Esperanto. Okay. Yeah. No, I know what you're talking about. Esperanto. Which is a really interesting language. But now, okay, so now I Incubus is called? Hold on. I'm sorry, you guys, because now I'm interested. Incubus movie. $1982. You know, yeah, I'll check it out. Let me tell you something. Lately, lots of bad movies have been recommended to me. It's going to take me a minute to get through all of the ones that have been recommended. That's why I started the Saturday string with Tomato Bombs, because, well, for a lot of reasons. One of the reasons is that I was getting a lot of recommendations for terrible movies. I've got a list going. So if it's lower than 10% of Rotten Tomatoes, it's going on the list. Did he just fall off a cliff? I know, there are just so many, especially horror, because horror is just the Wild West of movie genres. Hey, you okay, girl? Okay. have been Cesar. I've been watching him for hours asleep in his box. I'm telling you, it was Cesar. They never believe the woman. Or children. They never believe women or kids. Is the prisoner safe in his cell? Yeah. For sure. I hope so. Let me see him. Bum, bum, wah, bum, bum. All right, Dr. Caligari. He must not be disturbed. Must not be disturbed. You cannot disturb him. He's a somnambulist. Yep, they're taking the cabinet. Was the cabinet made of paper? It's a dummy! It's a dummy! It's a dummy! No, guys, it's really a dummy. It's not a special effect. It's really a dummy. And now we're running up into the paper mountains. Into the purple hills, if you will. Have you a patient named Caligari? No. I don't know no Caligari. Do you know a Caligari? Only the head of the institute can divulge the identity of a patient. Would you care to see him? Yeah, because there are murders and stuff happening from his somnambulist. I gotta look up what that is. I feel like that's a sleepwalker. I feel like the first time I watched this, I thought I had the same thought. Like, what's a somnambulist? Yeah, okay. It's a sleepwalker. But he is Caligari. Okay. While Caligari slept, Somnambulist, a collection of Uppsala University, published in 1156. This has always been his special study. 1156. I love the stage background. It is pretty cool. It's made of paper. Have I mentioned that? The whole set is made of paper. In the year 1093, a monk named Caligari visited small towns in northern Italy, traveling around with a somnambulist called Cesar, who he carried in a rough wooden case. And that, this is 1920. That was a long time ago, even for then. He ordered his somnambulist when he had completely forced into his power to carry out his adventurous plans. For months, he caused in town after town a great panic by repeated occurrences of murder committed, always under the same circumstances. So he's instructing his somnambulist to kill people. Case histories and notes. March 12th, a somnambulist was submitted to the asylum this morning. At last! Oh, it's a flashback. It's a flashback, you guys. You know, this movie kind of makes me feel like they didn't know what a somnambulist was. Wow, I can't read that at all. At last I can put the Caligari thing to the test. Good night, sweetie pie. Hi, honey. Everybody shut up! Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Everybody stop. Shut up. And then he waved. And he waved. My grandson, who is autistic and mostly nonverbal, just came to my door and said, "Night, BB." I'm gonna cry. And he waved. And he waved. If you don't have, you gotta understand something. I have an autistic grandson. He is 2, gonna be 3 in a couple months. He's been going to ABA therapy and speech therapy and whatever, and he can say a nice chunk of words. But he doesn't say like stuff like this, and I'm just so happy, and I want to share it with you guys. My wonderful little grandson. My wonderful little grandson. Okay, back to the movie. It's just a momentary pause. Temptation. I gotta look up. I must know. I will become Caligari. I've gotta look up when the Oscars began. I'm thinking my brain says that the Oscars began in the 30s, but I could totally be wrong about that. I mean, this is like at the dawn of movie making, practically. Caligari! 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 Can we talk about that for a second? That was pretty neat. So he went mad. The sleeper has been found dead in the ravine. Oh no. So I was right, he did fall off a cliff. Dr. Caligari, the circle is closed again. Dr. Caligari! Sombolus is dead. He fell off a cliff. She was messing with him. I almost feel bad for him. Oh! 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 Hold it back. Wow, they had that straitjacket ready for him. That's funny. They had it ready for him. And they locked him away. Today, he is a raving madman chained to his cell. Is the poor girl gone cuckoo? Oh. Yeah. Yikes. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, wait a second. See? There's Cesar. If you let him prophesy for you, you will die. Didn't Cesar fall off a cliff? Oh. 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 Okay. Jane, I love you. When will you marry me? I see what happened. We who are of royal blood may not follow the wishes of our hearts. You fools! This man is plotting our doom! We die at dawn! He is Caligari! I love this story. Oh. At last I recognize his mania. He believes me to be the mythical Caligari. Astonishing! But I think I know how to cure him now. Please tell us. We'd love to hear it. Oh, man. That was a good one. That was a good one. Okay, so like, it's been a number of years since I've seen this movie. When I say a number of years, I literally mean a number of years. Several things. First of all, unfortunately, this version that I was able to find isn't the remastered version. You can find the remastered version on DVD, and it's got this beautiful amber tint over everything, which makes it even more cool looking. Number two, I forgot about the plot twist to this story, which Mama loves a plot twist. Not gonna lie, Mama loves a plot twist. If you missed it, the entire story is a figment of our main character's imagination, his a symptom of his mania. he's gone, and his girl's gone. They're gone. They're gone. So the whole story made up. 1929 is the first Oscar. So this was 9 years before the very first Oscar. I knew it was like 30s or so. Which that makes sense. I would imagine, like all new things, this was considered a fad in this time period. This isn't like, and Dr. Caligari, the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari is not, by any stretch of the imagination, the oldest movie ever made. I think I used to know the answer to that. I know the oldest sci-fi movie was like 1910, 1900, somewhere in there. But yeah, it's not the oldest movie, but it does have a distinction, the oldest horror movie, which is kind of cool because it's kind of a cool movie for its time, for 1920. The bit with the Caligari thing, that was pretty awesome. I feel compelled to look up more fun facts about this movie. I had a handful of them, or I knew a handful of them at the top of the stream here, but yeah, I'm now curious. I would like to know more. Let's find out some more. Actually, you know what? We can find out together. Let's go to IMDb. I'll switch my screen here real quick. Real quick, I say. It isn't going to be that quick, actually. Okay, so pay no attention to Marcus here. While I fix the screen. Clap, clap, clap. Oh, come on. Be nice to me. There we go. Okay. So, let's switch our screen. Pay no attention to the man behind the... Okay. The final look and feel of the film was based on as much on low budget practicalities as it was on creative inspiration and expressionism. Electricity was strictly rationed in post WW1 Germany at the time the film was being shot, so director Robert Wien ended up simply painting light beams on backdrops. Wow. Shooting in several confined spaces to force him to use unusual camera angles. Interesting. 1932 movie I would love to see remade. Freaks is also a classic. I'll probably end up showing it on Horror 101 at some point. Classic body horror. I think that might be... I hesitate to say that might be considered one of the first body horrors, but... No surviving copies of the script are believed to exist until the early 1950s. That's interesting. Werner Krauss still had a copy. A copy was purchased after his death by a German film archive, and it remained unavailable for public consumption until 1995. That's a long time. Wow. Let's see, what else we got here? When the film opened in the Capitol Theater in 1921, some audience members booed and demanded their money back. Now that makes me wonder, does that mean the movie bombed? The first horror movie ever made bombed, people. I find that to be hysterical. What else can we find out about this one? Let's go down to the spoilers. Let's go down to the spoilers. Clap. Oh, it's only one. Director Robert Wien added the opening and the closing scenes to Hans Janowitz and Karl Mayer's original script in order to make the film more commercially viable. It's often speculated that the all delusion twist was to deflect the suspicion that the film painted authority as insane. That's interesting. I did read that Carl Mayer based Dr. Caligari off of a psychiatrist that he had encountered. He had a very bad experience with said psychiatrist, and he based the character off of him. Fritz Lang, however, claims to have suggested the introductory scene when he was first presented with the script. Interesting. So those of you that hung with me to watch this tonight, you can check this off your box. This movie is also considered one of the 1001 movies that you should see before you die, which is awesome. Did I see Nicolas Cage in here somewhere? Oh, Nicolas Cage has said in several interviews that this is his favorite film of all time. Well, people hate the it's not all real endings. Apparently, they always have. It was all a dream endings. Apparently, maybe that's a part that I don't mind it. It's all a dream endings. Quite frankly, I don't. My thing has always though been, if you're gonna do that, it was all just a dream thing. Do it right. Like there. I feel like it's one of those things. It only like offends me personally if if it feels like they just threw it on there. You feel what I'm saying? Like I can't stand it. Well, I can't stand lazy storytelling. First of all, if the story feels lazy, then it's like if we get to the end of the story and it's all just a dream and I'm sitting here like, where did that come from? I don't think that's the case here with Dr. Caligari, because we get clues that he's mad, especially in the very, very first scene. His girl walks through like all dressed in white, like, while he's talking to someone about it. So like our first impression of the female main character is she a ghost? What's up with that? Well, it turns out it's because it's all just a delusion. Shutter Island is one of the few where it was done right. Shutter Island, Shutter Island's a hard one for me because I don't want to put it. I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing with you. First of all, let me say that from the top. I don't disagree with you. I think for me though, because these kind of movies are kind of heavy in my repertoire of movies that I've seen in my life, I saw the twists coming a mile away, unfortunately. I have been told though that it's even better, like it's the book version of this, the book for Shutter Island is done like immaculately well, even better than the movie as far as the twist is concerned. I haven't read the book though. I have wanted to read the book. And in a sense, no, because it's the other problem with twists for me, is they're kind of like that first hit of heroin. You're never gonna get that same high again. That's a terrible analogy, but the first time you hit that plot twist, and you're like, wow, like you're never gonna feel that again. It's all you can do is drag your friends to watch the movie with you and watch their faces when they get to the plot twist. And they're like, wow, it's the closest that you can get to it. God, that reminds me. me and my youngest daughter used to watch horror movies. Well, movies in general. Probably as a kid. You just had to invoke his name. I have a list as long as my arm is why I can't stand him at night. Okay, a list longer, probably as long as my leg. I think as long as my hair, longer. Bump at night. But no, there. I used to watch like watching movies. Well, I used to watch movies with my kids, both of my kids, on a regular basis, and it was for me, like I feel like it was I think maybe that's where also this stream and this all of my whole brand apparently is coming from, is that horror movies in particular, are kind of my love language. Sharing movies with people are kind of my love language. I feel like the movies that I love and that I get to share with someone and get to discuss with someone is like, it's like deep for me. It's deep. It's deep. It's so deep. But yeah, tonight's movie was awesome. And now you can check that off your list. Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. Woo. Boy, it was a short one though. Thank you for thank you so much for the rose. Much appreciated. Thank you. I think though that let me look at my list real quick. As I'm a list keeper. I have to be. When you're on the spectrum and you're doing things, some of us in the spectrum have learned early on that keeping a list helps. It helps the neurodivergent brain. And I have a list of I keep a list of all of the movies that we're going to watch for these streams over the course of the month. I'm looking to see if we have any other this month silent movies, and it doesn't look like we do. But I feel like I want to do this again. I want to do another silent movie. Off the top of my head, the only one I can think of is Nosferatu. And I do have a copy of Nosferatu, but in this form, in computer form, it's broken down into 5 pieces for some reason. I don't really know why. I love this, but I have a problem with remembering where I put it. Remembering where you put it. Remembering to keep up on the list. Remembering to look at the list. Yeah. I'm sorry, I keep wanting to sneeze. I'm like fighting a sneeze. But yeah, Nosferatu, I still want to watch it, but I was kind of saving it closer to the time when the remake is supposed to be coming out, which I think, actually, we're in September. I think it might be next month that the remake is coming out. Nosferatu. It is coming out bear with me, folks. Nosferatu. Ooh, Robert Eggers is directing it, too. I mean, I was going to watch it regardless, but now I'm really going to watch it. Okay, when is it? I didn't ask the right question. Why don't you ever ask the right questions? Nosferatu, when is it coming out? Nosferatu is coming out in, Christmas. Christmas! Freaking Christmas. Yes, really. Yeah, Willem Dafoe's supposed to be in it. Okay, so the funniest thing to me about Willem Dafoe being in the Nosferatu remake is that this is the second Nosferatu themed movie he's gonna be in. I don't care what anyone says, Nicolas Cage was brilliant in Renfield. I wouldn't go so far as to say brilliant, but then, like, I really liked Renfield. The only person I didn't like in Renfield was Aquafina. But that's a whole nother subject of the day. Nick Cage's performance in Renfield, I liked. Yeah, okay, I'll give you brilliant. I'll give you brilliant because he was completely believable as a bloodthirsty monster. I'll give you brilliant, sure. But yeah, actually, it's a really underrated movie. It's really a lot of fun, you know. Like I said, the only dark spot was freaking Aquafina, and I think the only reason, besides the fact that I generally don't like Aquafina, and by the way, I've never liked Aquafina. I didn't like her even when everybody thought she was cool. I've never liked her. But beyond that, there was something, I thought it was really bad casting because she is supposed to be playing the love interest. And there was something about her, and like there was no, I thought during screen tests they do chemistry stuff. Okay, and I felt no chemistry between the two of them. It took me a minute to even grasp that she was supposed to be the love interest. Not since Vampire's Kiss did I see him that way. So you ever watch The Community, Sheikah? There's a whole episode there's an episode where there's a class debating whether Nicolas Cage is a good actor or not, and I can't tell you how real that is because, like, we all want to make fun of Nick Cage, okay, we really do, but this was also the same guy in Raising Arizona, okay? This is also the same guy in Leaving Las Vegas. Like, he's a good actor. He just, I think at a certain point in his career, early in his career, Nick Cage decided, you know what? I'm just going to play side quests for my career. I'm just going to play side quests. I'm just going to do whatever. I'm going to take whatever movie I want to take. I'm not going to try to win no Oscars. I'm not going to try. I'm just going to do me. And it's given us some pretty great moments. Renfield, God, what was the name of it? I always forget the name of it. There was one that he did very recently that was a better Five Nights at Freddy's than Five Nights at Freddy's. And he was phenomenal in it. That was actually what Five Nights at Freddy's should have been. The movie with Nick Cage was. It was excellent. But yeah, I was going in another direction. We started talking about Nick Cage. Crap. Oh, Nosferatu. Right. Nosferatu. William Dafoe was in an earlier movie where he played Nosferatu. At this moment, I can't think of the name of it, but it was him and John Malkovich. And John Malkovich plays the director of Nosferatu. And Willem Dafoe plays Max Schreck, but Max Schreck is an actual vampire. Like it's oh Jesus Murphy. Oh man. I'm never gonna remember the name of it now that I'm on the spot, but it's pretty ridiculous. It's pretty ridiculous. It might have been called Shadow of the Vampire or something like that. It's all in black and white, and it's pretty ridiculous because the director is legit trying to make this film, but he can't control the actual vampire that's in the film. So people keep dying. It's like, it's giving SNL sketch, but a little longer than that. Parents 2, I haven't seen Parents. I've seen an inordinate amount of Nick Cage movies now that I sit here and think about it. Like a lot. Since the beginning of his career, I've seen a lot of his movies. I think, one of my favorites where he is just hamming it up, where he's chewing the scenery. Oh crap! I think it's a Brian De Palma, or at least done in the style of Brian De Palma. It's the one where he's at the prize fight in Vegas, and it's a mystery. Let me just see, now I gotta pull up Nicolas Cage's. Nicolas Cage. See, now we gotta look at his IMDb because we're talking about all of these movies with Nick Cage. And okay, so you never realize you've watched a ton of his movies. Do you realize you've watched? Yes, yeah. He's kind of like Kevin Bacon that way. Like you never realize how many movies you've seen with until you're like, wait a minute, how many movies have I seen with him in it? You've seen a lot of movies with him in it. In fact, let's go down the list here. Just for funsies, let's go down the list. Okay, because he's been acting in movies for a very long time. All right, so Best of Times, I haven't seen it. Fast Times, I've seen Fast Times. Seen Outsiders, seen Valley Girl, have not seen Rumblefish. Haven't seen Racing to the Moon, saw The Cotton Club. He was in The Cotton Club. He was in The Cotton Club. I've seen The Cotton Club. Haven't seen Birdie, haven't seen Boy in Blue. Peggy Sue Got Married, saw that. Saw Raising Arizona, saw Moonstruck. So Never on Tuesday, saw Vampire's Kiss. Where he ate a literal roach. Saw Time to Kill. I think I've seen Wild at Heart. Definitely seen Firebird. Firebirds. It was really dumb. Never seen Zonderly. Never seen Industrial Symphony. I feel like I've seen Honeymoon in Vegas. Amos and Andrew, I have not seen. Red Rock West, Deadfall, haven't seen. Garden Test, have seen. It Could Happen to You, have seen. Trapped in Paradise, haven't seen. Kiss of Death, I haven't seen. Leaving Las Vegas, yes. The Rock, yes. Con Air, yes. Face Off, yes. City of Angels, yes. Snake Eyes, that's the movie with the casino. Snake Eyes. I feel that way about Owen Wilson too. I can't stand him, but I've watched his movies. I cannot stand him and his broken nose. And it's getting worse as he's getting older. I cannot stand him. I really can't. And actually, I have no reason why I can't stand him, actually. Because I generally like the movies that he's in. So I don't know what that's about. 8mm, seen that. Bringing Out the Dead, seen that. Gone in 60 Seconds, seen it. Have not seen The Family Man, haven't seen The Mandolin. Christmas Carol, the movie. Probably seen it. I'm not sure. I've seen a million Christmas carols. Have not seen Wind Talkers, have not seen Sunny. I've seen Adaptation, seen Matchstick Man, seen National Treasure, alternate ending. I don't know what that is. Have not seen Lord of War. Have not seen The Weatherman. No to Aunt Bully. Yes to World Trade Center. Yes to Wicker Man. Yes to Ghost Rider. Oh, Jesus. Yes, unfortunately, to Grindhouse. That was... Okay. I haven't seen Next, and I wanted to see Next. I like the concept. Haven't seen Book of Secrets. I have seen Bangkok Dangerous. Seen Knowing, yes. Not G-Force. Not Bad Lieutenant. Yes to Astro Boy. Yes to Kick Ass. Not Sorcerer's Apprentice. Yes to Season of the Witch. Jesus Christ, we're only in 2011, bro. I forgot he was in Anaconda. Was he in Anaconda? Have we passed that up yet? I haven't seen Drive Angry or Seeking Justice. I have seen Trespass. Have I seen the second? Oh no, Owen was. Owen was. Okay. Was he? He was. Wow. Have I seen the second Ghost Rider? Unsure. Unsure about that one. Have not seen Stolen. No. Frozen Ground. Yes. The Cruise. Now Joe. Rage. Sounds familiar. I may have seen it. I have not seen Outcast. I have not seen Left Behind, and that is on purpose. That's a rant for another day, or maybe later this stream, or maybe if we've got time, I could rant about that. Dying of Light, I haven't seen. The Runner, I haven't seen. Pay the Ghost, I haven't seen a lot of these. But to be fair, he's been in a lot of freaking movies. Jesus, Murphy, look at all, and it's still going. It's still going. We're just now getting into the 2020s. Oh, he was in Pig? Have to check that out. But yeah, I apparently he is in his horror movie era right now, and I am here for it. There we go. And I'm here for it. It's like 6 a year, yeah. I am 100% here for his horror movie era. I haven't seen him in Long Legs as of yet. Long Legs keeps eluding me. I think I've lately been binging horror movies because I can't seem to I cannot seem to keep up. To save my life, I can't seem to keep up at all. I have seen, it seems like there's, and the closer we get to Halloween, the worse it gets. And being that I currently am living in the land of broke, I can't go out to horror movies. So most of the horror movies that I see are streaming. So, yeah, I maybe this weekend. I don't know. We'll see. I may go on a bad movie kick. Oh, while we're at it, while we're on the subject, Incubus, let's see what Incubus is on Rotten Tomatoes. Because if it's lower than 10, then it's going on the list. Okay. I guess it depends on which Incubus. Shock of Shocks. There's more than one movie. 1966, 2006, and they're all bad, by the way. 1982. So it would not make the list. It's 29%. Oh, I never said what I thought of the blackening. I've never talked about the blackening. Really? I thought it was awesome. I thought it was amazing. I thought it was, dare I say, groundbreaking in terms of horror noir. The blackening was oh my gosh, where would I even start? Okay. I feel like the blackening is like, because there are, okay, so if there's a horror movie out there that is a love letter to black folks, that's the one. That's the one. There's talks of a part two. I'm there. I'm there. Say no more. I'm there. I'm there. I'm there. I'm there. My favorite thing about the blackening is well, my two favorite things about the blackening is the representation of all of us, you know, of all of us, if you know what I mean. Um, and the reiteration that Black people are not a monolith, okay, which is great. And but the biggest thing that was my favorite thing about the blackening is how it really captured how entirely unserious we are. You know what I'm saying? Like the movie it's legitimately scary, but at the same time it's entirely unserious, and I love that. Yeah, I will watch a part two. I will watch a field of those movies. Um, Maybe. Actually, let me back that up. Let me back that up. I probably would not watch a field of this of those movies because there is a danger of it getting old, you know? Like I feel like there is this part of me that if there is going to be a part two, I really want him to do it right. I really want him to do it right because of part one would be fine on its own. Part one would be great on its own because it captures a moment, you know. And if there's one thing I love in horror is when, or any movie, is when you have the one movie that captures a moment or a period in time, or like it's more of a time capsule, you know. Um, a kind of period of art, you know. But this is the artist in me. I I I realize that because we happen to live in a very capitalist society, movies when they're made for money, and so we have to have sequels and sequels and 200 Marvel movies. Um, but I love it when a movie has captures just captures a moment, you know. It just that speaks to the art of the whole thing, which I really dig. Yeah, but the blackening is going in my collection. That one is going in my collection. Oh my god, the freaking game. The game was. Oh my god, the questions in the game just had me on the floor. The questions in the game had me on the floor. The friends question. Oh my god, I. The friends question threw me. The friends question threw me because the funniest thing about that friends question is name, what was the question? Name all the Black people that have guest starred on Friends. Is that okay? So if 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 you have not seen Friends at all as a Black person, you have probably seen the episodes with Black people on them. Yeah, I don't watch, but I know, and that's what's funny about it. And the right answer being no, you watch Living Single. Brilliant. Brilliant writing. There's this documentary on Shudder. And I keep forgetting the name of it. Histories of Horror, something along those lines. And they had on one of the segments they had I think the writer or director, the guy that played the gay guy, talk about it. And just the nuances of so much that's a part of African American culture that's just it's a brilliant movie. It is a brilliant movie, and I feel like I should recommend it for everybody, but only certain people are going to get most of the jokes. So, and when I say that, I don't mean only Black people are going to get most of the jokes. I mean only certain people are going to get most of the jokes, literally. So that being said, no, The Blackening, A++ movie. Which all of that reminds me, what is History of Horrors? I think they might have a new episode. I might watch it this evening. Last episode was on monsters, kaiju and monsters, and that introduced me to a few movies that I want to check out. One of which I watched over the weekend, called The Host. It was directed by the same guy that did Parasite. It is phenomenal. If you have not heard of or seen this movie, 2017's The Host. It's a Korean film that is so great. It's so great. I can't rave about it enough. But then every movie I've seen by the director of what's his name? Boon Ho, I think his name is. Every movie I've ever seen by his, I have the same reaction. Like, it's just brilliant on so many levels. The Host is about this guy who is decidedly a loser. Okay, when I say decidedly, I mean decidedly a loser. He works in his dad's kiosk at the park, and the only thing that he appears to be doing right, or appears to be taking very good care of, is his daughter, who's like 11 or 12, somewhere like between 10 and 12. And in the midst of his life, this monster appears out of the lake, and all chaos breaks loose, and like, I can't even, the first 20 minutes of the movie will lock you in. Like the first 20 minutes of the movie, you are locked in. You know, it's the monster effects, everything about that is done so well. It's just the monster effects. It's a story. It's not just a monster movie, though. It's a story focusing on the income inequality. It's a story about family. It's a story, like, and family dynamics. There's so much going on that it's such a well done movie. I can't say enough about it. It's a great movie. The other movie that I wanted to check out, it's one called, the other movie I wanted to check out I can't find anywhere, called Big Man Japan, just because it looks ridiculous. And I don't know if you guys know this about me. I love stupid movies. I love dumb. I love dumb things. I really do. And this looks really dumb. It's a kaiju movie, but it looks like it's spoofing kaiju movies, I have to say. The monsters are cartoonish in nature. It's a live action, but cartoonish is the best way I can describe it. But I can't find it. I can't find it anywhere. If I do find it, it's one of those movies that I don't think I could show on stream. Like, I know I'm bending a few rules here and there, showing some of the movies that are shown on stream, but I wouldn't feel good about showing this one, because I think it's also particularly graphic. So yeah, I if I find it, I will discuss. I will get on here and I will discuss. Looking at the top of the hour, we're at 9:37. This is usually the point where I start wrapping things up. I like to allot for 2 hours, because sometimes movies go an hour, like Dr. Caligari tonight, or sometimes they go a long time. Like, I imagine Nosferatu, whenever we get to it, is probably going to go for a while. I think that movie is a solid 2 hours. But yeah, I think now it's time for me to wrap this up, you guys. Thank you, all of you, for joining me tonight. I'm feeling particularly loved, actually, this evening. Yeah, I hope to see you all again. Next week's movie, crap. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. Wait a minute. Just hold on. Just hold on a second. Hold on. Next week's movie is White Zombie. Not the band, the movie. Okay. So, for Horror 101 is White Zombie. I will be back on Friday with It's Primetime Twitch. We'll be watching yet another episode of Freddy's Nightmares. And Saturday's Tomato Bombs, I believe, is One Missed Call. Which, okay, so I've seen the original. I haven't seen the remake. This is the remake we'll be watching. And I've heard that it stinks. So that should be awesome. Oh, hi, Yoshi. Thank you for liking the live. Thank you for liking the live. So yeah, I hope to see you all back then. Thank you for joining me. And I've got an outro this time. I thought of one before the stream. I have to hone it though. So I'm gonna try it out. Here we go. And make sure you turn on all your lights, you check under your bed and in your closets, because you never know. There might be a gremlin in your house. I'm sorry, I couldn't even get through it.